What's going on, guys? This is your boy Going for Wins, coming back at you with another Dortmund Master of the League career mode. In this episode today, we got two games again. We'll be playing first against Hoffenheim, and then our second game we will have a rematch in the Super Cup against Leverkusen. Except for this time around, we will be playing them in the Bundesliga. In our last video, as you guys saw, we started off had a heck of a beginning to the season by winning two games back to back. Definitely a good way to start the season. So hopefully in these next two games we'll be able to continue that with two more wins. So we'll see where we go here, and definitely trying to get maximum points if we can. If not, we still have a pretty long season to go. But as always, we always of course want to win everything that we possibly can. Again, not too much going on here. I've noticed actually in these couple games is that another thing about Pro Evolution, and I feel like every video I'm always going to talk about something new that I'm noticing about this game, but something I've definitely noticed in this game is there's a lot of cherry picking in this game. Like I said, the only downside to this game is definitely not as fluid as FIFA, as we do a nice, cross into the middle by Pulisic to Dembele. Unfortunately, we don't get the goal, but every shot counts. But like I said, as I was saying, that the only downside to this game is that this game just is not as fluid as FIFA. It does definitely feel robotic. You can obviously tell by when the players run, and then obviously, again, like I said in the last video, that anytime you steal the ball in this game, it's like the offender completely stops. Like he just stops. And you'll see here a couple times. Hopefully, we'll be able to see one shortly, so I can point it out. If not, I'll be able to show you when. And so maybe like right here, you'll be able to see like when I steal the ball, it's like the player just completely stops and doesn't want to do anything at all. With a, I don't know what kind of foul that was. I don't know what the referee was looking at. They were both going for the ball, but it is what it is. But I'll take it since it's our ball. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, you gotta love and hate this game. Like you really have to want to play this game to like want to play it. But like I said, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, it's something different, and I can definitely see what Pro Evo is trying to do. At the end of the day, I can see what they're trying to do as a game. They're not quite up to FIFA yet, but they're getting there. So again, a quick half because nothing happens. That's one thing in this game is just there's just not a lot of action. It's a lot of just really cherry picking, a lot of running back and forth, not really too much going on. So in a way it's kind of disappointing because it's like, what the heck. But as you see here, Hoffenheim get a ball. I don't know what my defense is doing, looking like the quack pack back there. And unfortunately, Hoffenheim get a goal in the 54th minute. So they obviously go up 1-0, which is very disappointing. And I'll make a couple changes here. I do like the little cutscenes that they have. I mean, I guess you wouldn't consider this a cutscene or not. I mean, I guess I would a little bit. But I do, the one thing that PES has, that FIFA kind of has, but PES is a little better, is the player detail. The way that the players look in this game, it looks like they nailed just about every single one of them. I mean, obviously not for every team, but definitely the big name players, big name teams, like their likenesses are definitely on par. I do like the likenesses on PES. It does look a lot more realistic, as Dele Alli takes a shot there. Unfortunately, he misses, and I tried to do everything I could to get back in this game. It was a little disappointing that I was not able to pull out a result in this game, and it was a pretty short game. As I said, the only disappointment in this game is just the lack of how fluid it is, and there's just not a lot of, it's just a lot of stealing, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now it could just be a matter of I'm still, I'm always, I guess at the end of the day, I'm always going to be in FIFA mode. I'm always just going to be FIFA everything. And it's hard to get into another soccer game, obviously. But, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's soccer. I'm having fun. And unfortunately, we take a loss here to get our first loss of the season, which is very disappointing. But, it is what it is. So here we do a little bit of business, not too much going on, we're just moving on. As you can see, the Champions League, that's obviously the best thing that Pro Evolution has going for it. So if you want to pause here and just kind of look at the group stage, as you see, we got Napoli, Dynamo Kiev, and FC Basel in our group, in Group G. So not a tough group. I think a group we should easily be able to win and move to the round of 16. I would be very disappointed if we crash out and move to the Euro League. But as I said, oh, and yeah, sorry for a little pause there, but I totally forgot that I was showcasing Lionel Messi winning FIFA Player of the Year, which again another nice little cutscene. As I was saying before, I got cut off at the end. That the PS definitely, obviously, FIFA has the Champions Cup and the Euro Cup or whatever they want to call it, and the license is definitely something that PS has going for it. But I believe from what I heard or from what I read is that the Champions League license is actually over. I think another 2 more years or next year or something like that. I know it's very soon. I'm not sure for 100% when the license actually ends. So in the comments down below, if you're able to let me know, or I probably look on the phone or look on the internet or whatever. But if I have read it correctly, that the Champions League license is over pretty soon. Which, if that happens, then FIFA definitely needs to get on top of that. But at the same time, we jump into our second game against Bayern Leverkusen, and as you can see, that's exactly what I was talking about. The way that Aubameyang stole the ball from him, and how the defender or offender at the time just completely stopped, and it was just easy for Aubameyang to get the ball and score. So it's little things like that where it's kind of cheesy because it's like in real life, or even in FIFA, that doesn't happen. Just because the ball gets stolen, the defender just doesn't stutter step and just stop. Nice passes there. I mean, there was no way the goalie was gonna stop that. I mean, that was just a beautiful pass. It was a beautiful, beautiful one too. So we go up 2-0 heading into the 36th minute, but still, even going up so quick, it's still, like I said, the game just is just, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But not really too much talking about the game because nothing really important happened. I pretty much win this game pretty easily. So if you want to actually know my thoughts, what I the ideal soccer games for me, if PES and FIFA really had a competition, I really think that they should just both give up the licenses and they should just have access to everything. I think that's how EA Sports would have true competition, and that's how Pro Evolution would have true competition. I always like to joke with my friends, and I always take it back to, I don't know if you guys know about NBA 2K and NBA Live, but when I was younger, I used to play NBA Live all the time. That was my go-to game. I never played 2K until 2K came up and completely just blew NBA Live off the map. And I feel like it's kind of the same way here. It used to be 2K versus NBA Live. It was really, really good competition. And then there was no licensing for one, or I guess when the licensing was over and 2K was able to get the NBA license, that's when, 2K just took over. And look at that shot. Sorry. Marco Royce with just a screamer. And here we go, trying to be Michael Jackson again. So go ahead into halftime 3-0. Like I said, this game's pretty much over. Not too much going on. The difficulty, I didn't change it. I left it the same because, like I said, I think I'll change. When I play my first Champions League game, if the score is just ridiculous, then I will definitely move to the next level in terms of difficulty. Because, like I said, I don't think it's too easy. I just think I don't know. It's hard to explain. And also, I guess it attributes to, I looked at the rosters for all the teams in the Bundesliga, and literally not all the teams have all the players on them. For example, like Bayern Munich does not have the Bayern Munich players on there, which I actually am very disappointed because to me it just makes it look like that this season is going to be pretty simple. So I think honestly what I'm going to do, or what I have planned, or what I'm planning is I'm probably going to go ahead and just do this one full season with Dortmund, and then I am going to, as we're on the counterattack, and oh my god, what a golazo. What a golazo. Mr. Chicharito, man, he's something else. He's a heck of a player. And the fact that he scored that goal on us, what a volley! This goal was so good I had to rewind, or not, I guess not rewind, but watch the replay because, I mean, this is a one in a lifetime shot. it was. I mean, that kind of pass is not realistic whatsoever. But I mean, the finish is definitely a good way to go. But what was I saying? I think. Oh yeah, it's competition. Like I said, I just honestly at the end of the day, I just think they shouldn't. I don't think exclusive license should be held to one team. I think it should just be fair game for both, and they should just. That's true competition. I mean, it's a sports game, right? So why can't we have competition when it comes to developing these sports games? So I always feel like EA needs to get off their ass with the licensing, and I think that PES needs to get off their ass with the licensing, and it should just be fair game. You know, they should be able to have the same amount of teams, same amount or whatever. You know, obviously make the games unique in their own right, but at the same time still be true and just have a true competition. You know, I at the end of the day I'll never understand and I'll never get it, but here we go. Pretty simple, pretty easy game. You know, we obviously don't. We're not really posing a threat. A lot of unfortunate events, and then we obviously end the game right there with Marco Reus scoring a nice goal. So this game's pretty much game set match. We win 4-1. Definitely, next couple games we'll actually be starting in the Champions League. I think our first game is against Napoli. So that will be interesting. So we look out tomorrow night for our first Champions League game against Napoli. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And here's a little presentation for you guys. I'm sure you guys will love it because I absolutely did when I saw this for the first time. So I'm going to be quiet for a couple minutes and I want you guys to enjoy. So I will be talking to you guys here in a few minutes. Actually, wait, no, not yet. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. I thought I was going to show up now, but I guess not yet. So this is the portion where I finished the game and we're about to finish up the transfer window. And really, I didn't really go to the transfer window because unlike FIFA, this transfer window or transfer deadline rather, is definitely a lot. It's a lot slower. I mean, I like how in depth it is, but it's definitely a lot slower than it is on FIFA. And it's pretty much the same kind of thing though. It's a countdown, even though FIFA's countdown is a lot faster, a lot smoother. But even still, I mean, I guess I kind of like this transfer window because I don't really need to make any more transfers. Actually, I did cut out a part where I did actually place a bid in for Bernardo Silva again, and he did join the team. So I do have Bernardo Silva on the team, which I am very happy with. I did try to get, or I was gonna get Nasri, but I was like, there's no way I'm paying 25 million for him, and he's not really gonna come play. So I did try to reduce the transfer fee, and Sevilla absolutely told me no, there's no way. So unfortunately, I don't get Nasri, but at the end of the day, I'm not too beat up about it. It's cool. It is what it is. So that's nice. Whatever, it happens. So yeah, now as you can see, the transfer with Nasri has broken down, and so we just move on. I skip a couple days, and I just completely don't even bother with the transfer window because I've made all the transfers that I don't really need anybody else. We'll see. We'll come back obviously in January and reassess the team, see how we're doing in the league and everything of the sort, and we should be all right. But as I said before, it's pretty easy. This game, I like it. I mean, there's not really too much I can say about it. All I can really say is that I do like this game. And, this game is definitely fun. And here there's nothing really going on. As I said, transfer window closes in 11 hours, and I do like that though. I mean, like I said, PES. The one thing that I do give PES is it definitely the little details that it does. I can't really stress enough how much the little details in this game. I mean, overall the gameplay, it is what it is. People are gonna love it. People are gonna hate it. But at the end of the day, the little things that PES does, I really like. I really enjoy. I think it's headed in the right direction. PES, I did play a little bit of PES 16, but PES 17 is where I put a lot of time into, and I can honestly say without a doubt, being a true FIFA player, definitely a good game to go. So even like I said, little things like this, like Team of the Month for Bundesliga, like this is cool. It just shows. I mean, it's unfortunate Schalke has 5 players on the team. That's crazy. But whatever, it is what it is. And I'm surprised to see Dele Alli on there. He's only played like one game, so 1 or 2 games. Whatever, it is what it is. But little things like that is definitely a cool thing to have. So here is where I'm actually going to be quiet, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this because, like I said a couple minutes ago, I really did. So Unfortunately, I wasn't able to upload the little cutscene that shows the Champions League before the Champions League starts, because obviously when I tried to upload it to YouTube, they hit me with a copyright strike, and I was not able to show that little 15-second clip to you guys. So unfortunately, you guys won't be able to see that. I mean, if you've played PES before, then I'm sure you've seen it before. But yeah, it was a little unfortunate. So sorry that I wasn't able to show that to you guys. But you know, it is what it is. I understand. FIFA doesn't want their stuff being out or portrayed in negative light. But whatever. That brings the end to this video. And as always, I will see you guys tomorrow. So like, subscribe, comment. Let me know how we're doing below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Peace out.